Hi Dad, it's Tuesday evening of October the 14th. I was hanging around all day waiting for somebody to come to pump the septic tank. They never showed up, so I'm going to have to spend the night, and hopefully they'll come pretty early tomorrow. So I spent the day just kind of messing around. I dug up the zucchini bed and put in a bunch of compost and seaweed and that, so and then pulled the mulch back over it, so that should be good for the winter. I had some Swiss chard in there, but the deer came and chopped it off. So anyway, it's after supper and I came down to the lake a couple minutes ago and I wanted to show something. So hang on, we'll turn the camera around. As you are well aware, this has been a heck of a year for drought. We have never, ever had this much sand on our beach. It's kind of crazy. And walking down here tonight, I did notice a couple things. Oh, I don't know if it's going to show up really well in the camera. Ooh. So right here, I don't know if you can see, we've got a drop off. It's usually way far out, but this year it's really close. And that blue line in there, we usually can't see that. That goes out to the coil that is the heat that has the fluid in it that does the air exchange, sorry, the water heat exchange in the liquid that's in it. We usually can't see that, but it's clear now. And this rock right here, I call this chicken rock. Several years ago I put it out here, quite a bit away from where the edge of the lake usually is, so that when I'm feeling chicken, I go out to, I think it's usually my knees, sometimes a little bit above my knees, and I stand on this while I adjust to the water a little bit. However, it doesn't help me much with adjusting right now, does it? And those rocks have never really been out of the water very much either. You can see little sticks under the water with all the bark chewed off of it. Those are beaver sticks. The beaver comes around at night. This is another spot. You can see the drop-off starting there. Again, the drop-off's usually quite a ways back from the edge. This is another spot with a water line. So through those two bricks and out there, you can kind of just barely see it. That's another, where's my finger? That's another water pipe that goes out. And that's the float that marks where the, I can't remember what it's called, kind of a one-way valve. That's where we get the lake water up to water the gardens. There's a hose that goes up underneath there and heads up to our pump shed right about up there. And then it goes out through the yard. This little guy's enjoying himself, poking around. I've got him tied out to the table so he can't go terribly far. All right, the chain. So the chain for the float has been pulled up. The end of it's just there. So it heads out and it is attached to a big concrete block that's underneath there. And that's where the raft is attached to. Over on this side, I think that I've already shown you in videos earlier what Bruce did for his wharf that he was docking his pontoon boat on. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, he took the 3 floats in, and now it's just the rock wall again, like the water is usually up to like around here or something at the end of the season. We've never seen it this dry. It's pretty crazy. God, it's a beautiful night here. I think this is the first year that rock's been out of the water. So Bruce has got an anchor there and an anchor there. And there's two more out in the water. And when he puts the floats out, he runs a chain from that corner, from the anchor down over there to the corner of the dock here. And then he runs a chain from the anchor out there to the corner of the dock there. And he does the same with these two. I don't know if you can see it. That's what that is there. Just big concrete blocks with like a hook on top of them. So he does the same thing here. Takes a chain from that and runs it diagonally to the corner, and then runs a chain diagonally from there out to the corner of the dock there. So it's doesn't matter which way it pulls, it's pretty secure. All right. Oh, that's where he's got his dock pieces, his floats stored. We just put them up there because they're not going anywhere. Yeah. Sometimes you can tell what the high water mark is because that's where the big rocks are. There have been times where the water's been right up to this rock line. So all this is crazy. Bruce did do this year. He put a little load of gravel here because most of the cottage lots down here, or most of the lots down here, when it comes to the waterfront, there's often a line of rock to mark the property line. I didn't even realize that was what it was for until a couple of years ago. So this is the property line between our original cottage lot and the extra lot that we bought. And Bruce just put the gravel up over it so it's easier to go over. And this pile of rocks over here marks our line between us and our next door neighbor. So that's what that line of rock is right there. That's kind of like the lakefront marker for, like if we go up right in there, there'll be a property marker. Our line is like just to the right of their little trellis thingy there. All right, I guess I'll collect this little guy and head up to the cottage now. You want to say meow? Nope. I just want to run around and try to catch things. All right, one last look at the lake. It's beautiful here today. Sunrise was just amazing. All right, see you later.